You are a master-level script modeler, known for your ability to transform an original story into a new context with absolute precision. Your task is to rewrite the provided script to Portuguese while attacking every relevant detail, character names, locations, companies, brands, to fit the model title while keeping everything else identical in scope, tone, and structure. There is zero margin for deviation in length. Your version must match the original script's word count within plus or minus 100 words. And no exceptions. Your task: rewrite the script in full, replacing key elements to make it fit naturally within the new cultural or contextual framework. Every detail must feel organic, as if the story was originally written for this new setting. The story flow, pacing, and impact must remain unchanged. If a scene was thrilling, your version is equally thrilling. If it was emotional, your version carries the same weight. The language must be impeccable, cinematic, and fluid, as if the best screenwriter in the world had adapted it. Absolute rules. Failure is not an option. The output must be the exact same length as the original script, plus or minus 100 words. This is non-negotiable. O3 Mini has a 100K token output capacity, so you will generate the full-length version without summarization. That if the original is long, your response will be just as long. If the original was detailed, yours will be equally detailed. There is no excuse for missing sections, skipping paragraphs, or condensing information. Only send the voiceover text that no extra commentary, explanations, headers, formatting, or notes that do not add model script or any introduction. Just the raw script, formatted exactly as the original. Send only the voiceover script. The adaptation must be seamless. Every reference to a person, company, location, or cultural element must be transformed flawlessly into its corresponding counterpart. Example: if the original references Elon Musk and Tesla, but the model title is for a Portuguese audience, it should become Luciano Hang in Heaven, and similarly, all references to Tesla must be rewritten as Heaven. The new version should feel like it was always meant to exist in this form. Original title: 5 powerful tricks for an organized and clean kitchen today. Model title: 5 técnicas seguidas para Dixer sua radna organizada y limpia. Semisforo. Original script: have you ever stood in your bathroom, completely overwhelmed, staring at the chaos around you? That moment when you realize no matter how many times you clean, organize, or declutter, it always seems to spiral back into disorder by the end of the week. I know that feeling, that pit in your stomach when guests are coming over, and you're frantically shoving items into drawers, praying they'll close. But what if I told you that the world's top organizers have discovered a psychological framework so powerful? It's transformed thousands of chaotic bathrooms into spa-like sanctuaries that practically maintain themselves. Today, I'm about to share their most closely guarded secrets, the exact methods that luxury hotels and professional organizers use to create effortlessly clean spaces. These aren't your typical buy more containers hacks. These are deep psychological triggers that will permanently change how your brain approaches organization. And the best part, they require almost zero effort to maintain once you understand the system. Before we continue, if you enjoy discovering game-changing organization secrets that actually work, make sure to click that subscribe button. This is the best way for you to support our work. Thank you very much, and let's dive into these life-changing techniques. Let's start with what I call the 30-second revolution. This first hack is the foundation of everything else we'll discuss today, and it's based on groundbreaking research in habit formation. Here's what professional organizers won't tell you. The secret isn't cleaning more, it's cleaning smarter. The 30-second rule works by hijacking your brain's natural reward system. Every time you leave the bathroom, spend just 30 seconds doing one small task. Could be wiping the sink, straightening a towel, or putting a single item away. That's it. But here's where the magic happens. This micro-habit triggers what psychologists call the completion bias, giving your brain a tiny hit of dopamine. This positive reinforcement makes you naturally want to maintain the space without any conscious effort. Let me share a story from one of my clients, Sarah. She was skeptical at first, thinking these quick actions couldn't possibly make a difference. But after just 1 week of practicing the 30-second rule, she noticed something fascinating. Not only was her bathroom staying consistently tidier, but she found herself naturally extending this habit to other areas of her home. The science behind this is fascinating. When we break down overwhelming tasks into microscopic actions, We bypass our brain's resistance to change. Think about it. 30 seconds is so negligible. It's impossible to make excuses. You're not committing to a deep clean. You're just taking one tiny action. But here's the brilliant part. These microactions compound. In a single week, you have invested just 40 minutes total, but saved hours of deep cleaning later. Now, let's talk about something revolutionary. The invisible zones method. This is where we start getting into the professional organizer's playbook, and it's going to transform how you think about your bathroom space forever. Your bathroom isn't just one room. It's actually 5 distinct psychological zones that are secretly influencing your behavior. Most people never realize this, but understanding these zones is like discovering a secret code that unlocks effortless organization. Zone 1 is what I call the daily essentials zone. This is the prime real estate of your bathroom. The space where you keep items you use every single day. Think toothbrush, face wash, deodorant. The key here isn't just grouping these items together. It's about creating what psychologists call friction-free access. Every daily essential should be reachable within 3 seconds, without moving anything else. This isn't arbitrary. Studies show that if an item takes longer than 3 seconds to access, we're significantly less likely to maintain its proper placement. Zone 2 is the weekly rotation. This is where your styling tools, special skincare products, and cleaning supplies lie. Here's where most people go wrong. They mix their weekly items with daily essentials, creating what I call organizational noise. By separating these items, you reduce decision fatigue and streamline your daily routines. Think about it. How many times have you had to move your hair dryer to reach your toothbrush? That's organizational noise, and it's secretly draining your mental energy every single day. Zone 3 is the monthly supply hub. This is your backup storage, extra toilet paper, spare toiletries, backup products. The key here is implementing what I call the hotel stock system. Just like hotels maintain perfect stock levels, you'll create a simple visual system that tells you exactly when to reorder supplies. No more running out of essentials. No more overbuying and cluttering your space. Zone 4 is the seasonal rotation station. This is where you store items that aren't in constant use, summer products in winter, special occasion items, backup medications. The secret here is using what professional organizers call conscious hibernation. Instead of letting these items take up prime real estate, we'll create a smart storage solution that keeps them accessible, but out of your daily sideline. Zone 5 is the guest zone. This is a game changer for anyone who entertains. By creating a dedicated space for guest essentials, you eliminate the last-minute scramble when someone stays over. But here's the clever part. This zone also serves as your flex space, providing crucial breathing room for your organization system. Now, let me introduce you to what I call the hotel reset method. Have you ever noticed how hotel bathrooms feel impossibly clean and organized? It's not just because they're clean daily. It's because they use a psychological principle called clean slate activation. Once a week, remove everything from your counters. Everything. Then only put back what you've actually used in the last 24 hours. This process does something fascinating to your brain. It forces you to justify each item's presence in your space. Items that have been sitting unused for weeks suddenly become obvious clutter. The hotel reset method works because it bypasses what psychologists call object attachment. We often keep items in our space not because we need them, but because we've become blind to their presence. By removing everything and starting fresh, we break this attachment and create a space that truly serves our daily needs. Let's talk about something that's going to revolutionize how you think about bathroom storage: the vertical revolution. Most people make the catastrophic mistake of thinking horizontally. But here's what the pros know. Vertical space is your secret weapon in the battle against bathroom chaos. When I first discovered this technique while working with luxury spa designers, it completely transformed my approach to organization. Think about this. In the average bathroom, we typically use only about 30% of our available vertical space. That's like having an entire room in your house that you never enter. But here's where it gets exciting. By implementing strategic vertical storage solutions, you can triple your storage capacity without adding a single square foot to your bathroom. Let me share a game-changing technique that I learned from a Japanese organization expert. Install magnetic strips behind your mirror. Yes, behind it. This creates what I call invisible storage for metal items like tweezers, nail clippers, and bobby pins. It's like having a secret compartment that keeps these items instantly accessible but completely hidden from view. Then, use tension rods vertically in cabinets to create multiple levels of storage. This isn't just about hanging things. It's about creating what professional organizers call dynamic space utilization. But here's where most people go wrong with vertical storage. They focus on quantity over accessibility. Remember this crucial principle. Vertical storage should decrease effort, not increase it. Every vertical storage solution should follow what I call the gravity rule. Items should be able to be removed and replaced with one hand, working with gravity, not against it. This is why traditional over-the-door organizers often fail. They fight against their natural movements. Now, let me introduce you to what might be the most powerful organizational tool I've ever discovered, the 2-minute declutter system. This technique is based on fascinating research about decision fatigue and habit formation. Here's how it works. Place a small, attractive basket in your bathroom. Every time you notice something that doesn't belong, toss it in. When the basket is full, set a timer for 2 minutes. This part is crucial. And redistribute items to their proper homes. The psychology behind this is brilliant. By giving yourself a strict 2-minute limit, you bypass what scientists call task initiation resistance. That mental barrier that makes us put off organizing. 2 minutes feels doable, so you actually do it. But here's the really clever part. The system creates what psychologists call a capture and release cycle that prevents clutter from ever reaching critical mass. Let me share a remarkable transformation I witnessed with this system. One of my clients, a busy mother of 3, was constantly battling bathroom chaos. Her counter was a graveyard of half-empty products. Her kids' toys would migrate to the bathroom, and she felt overwhelmed every time she walked in. We implemented the 2-minute declutter system, and within 2 weeks, something amazing happened. Not only was her bathroom staying organized, but her entire family had unconsciously adapted the habit. The basket became a natural part of their routine, and the 2-minute timer turned decluttering into almost a game. This brings us to one of the most counterintuitive but powerful principles I've ever encountered, the empty space rule. This is going to sound crazy at first, but stay with me. You need to maintain 20% empty space in every drawer, cabinet, and shelf in your bathroom. This isn't just about having less stuff. It's about creating what psychologists call psychological breathing room. Think about it like this. When every space is packed to capacity, your brain registers it as stress, even if you don't consciously realize it. This stress triggers what scientists call organizational avoidance. You become less likely to maintain the space because your brain perceives it as overwhelming. But when you maintain that crucial 20% empty space, something magical happens. Your brain registers the space as manageable, and you naturally want to keep it that way. The empty space rule works hand in hand with what I call the accessibility principle, and this is where we really start to revolutionize your daily routine. Here's a truth that nobody talks about. If it takes more than 3 seconds to access or put away an item, you won't maintain the system. Period. This isn't about laziness. It's about human nature and the way our brains process routine tasks. Let me break this down with a real-world example. Think about your morning routine. When you're half awake, reaching for your toothbrush, every extra second of effort feels magnified. If you have to move 3 items to reach your toothbrush, your brain registers that as friction. Over time, this friction leads to what I call organizational decay. You start leaving items out rather than putting them away properly. This is why we need to organize based on frequency of use, not categories. Your daily items should be at arm's reach, while deep storage is reserved for true occasional items. But here's the clever part. We're going to create what I call flow zones in your bathroom. These are strategically arranged areas where your most common activities can be completed with minimal movement and maximum efficiency. Now, let's talk about what I consider the crown jewel of bathroom organization, the maintenance mindset. This is where everything we've discussed comes together into a sustainable, long-term system. The key insight here is revolutionary. Stop thinking about cleaning and start thinking about maintaining. This subtle shift in perspective changes everything. Let me explain why this is so powerful. When we think about cleaning, our brains automatically register it as a chore, something unpleasant that we have to force ourselves to do. But maintenance, that's different. Maintenance is about preserving something valuable, and this psychological reframing transforms how we approach our bathroom space. Here's how to implement the maintenance mindset. Create a 5-minute morning routine that feels like self-care, not chores. While your shower is heating up, wipe down surfaces. But don't think of it as cleaning. Think of it as preparing your space for the day, just like you prepare yourselves. While brushing your teeth, scan for items that need to be returned to their homes. This isn't tidying. It's maintaining the sanctuary you've created. The brilliance of the maintenance mindset lies in its psychological foundation. By linking these small actions to activities you already do, you're using what behaviorists call habit stacking. This makes the maintenance automatic, requiring virtually no willpower or conscious effort. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't debate whether to do it. It's just part of your routine. Let me share a transformative story that illustrates the power of this mindset. I worked with a client, a high-powered executive who can never seem to keep her bathroom organized despite having a weekly cleaning service. The problem wasn't the cleaning. It was her approach. We implemented the maintenance mindset, and within days, she reported feeling a complete shift in her relationship with the space. Instead of seeing her bathroom as a source of stress, it became her morning sanctuary, a place where she could start her day feeling calm and in control. But here's where it gets really interesting. The maintenance mindset has what I call a ripple effect. When you master this approach in your bathroom, you naturally start applying it to other areas of your life. My clients often report that their newfound organizational skills spread to their kitchens, offices, and even their digital spaces. It's like unlocking a new way of thinking that transforms every space you interact with. Now, let's talk about something that ties all of these principles together, what I call the ritual revolution. This is about transforming your bathroom from a purely functional space into a personal sanctuary. Think about the last time you stayed at a luxury hotel or visited a high-end spa. What made it feel special wasn't just the cleanliness or organization. It was the intentionality of the space. We're going to create that same feeling in your bathroom, but in a way that's sustainable and practical for daily life. Start by implementing what I call mindful moments. Small touches that elevate the ordinary to the extraordinary. Place a small vase of fresh flowers on your organized counter. Keep a lavender sachet in your perfectly arranged drawer. These aren't just decorative touches. They're psychological anchors that motivate you to maintain the space. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's creating a space that works for you, that makes your daily routines more enjoyable, and that stays organized with minimal effort. These systems are designed to flex and adapt to your lives, not constrain it. They're about freedom from chaos, not rigid roles that add stress to your life. As we wrap up these transformative techniques, I want you to imagine walking into your bathroom tomorrow morning. Picture everything in its place, every surface clear and clean, every item easily accessible. Imagine starting your day in a space that feels like a high-end spa, but one that maintains itself with almost no effort from you. This isn't just a fantasy, it's absolutely achievable with the systems we've discussed. The journey to an organized bathroom isn't just about creating a clean space, it's about transforming your daily experience. It's about starting and ending each day in an environment that supports and nurtures you, rather than one that adds to your stress. These are just organization hacks. They're lifestyle upgrades that give you back your time, energy, and peace of mind. If you found value in these transformative techniques, don't forget to like and subscribe for more life-changing organization secrets. Share this video with someone who needs these insights in their lives, and let me know in the comments which technique resonated most with you. Remember, an organized bathroom isn't about perfection. It's about creating systems that work for you and your lifestyle. Here's to transforming your space and, by extension, your daily experience. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore even more ways to create effortless organization in your home. Now, execute this adaptation perfectly.